Welcome to your Western Wyoming Community College Nurse Assistant course. I hope you're excited to get started, and I hope this helps you move through the class. Please keep in mind that this is a lot of information to cover in a short amount of time. Please take notes, screenshot, ask questions, stay on top of everything so you do not fall behind, because once you fall behind, it's hard to catch back up. This course will prepare you to work as a beginning nurse assistant. It will also provide you the information and knowledge to take the National Nursing Assistant Certification exam. That will be on your time after the class completion of the class. You will need to apply and pay for that exam, and I will explain more in lab. I like to point out areas of jobs in our area. However, if you live in other areas, please reach out to certain facilities and they can kind of direct you on where to apply and what maybe jobs would suit you the best. But in our Sweetwater County area, we have home health, long-term care, which we have skilled nursing facilities, rehab, hospitals, respite, assisted living, clinics, private care, hospice, medical groups, urgent cares, daycares, and preschools. And just keep in mind that CNAs are needed so many places, and it's one of the fastest growing service industries in the United States. This is just a Google popped up of the average pay that a CNA works in Wyoming, and it's kind of interesting. And the rest, if you want to pause it at one point, you can look at all the breakdowns. It's kind of interesting to go through. Expectation, I'm going to point out that attendance is so important to your success of this class. Without attending, that you will have, whether it's attending and getting your assignments turned in on time or just attending lab and clinical. If you do not follow these, and you can read more in your syllabus, you will result in failure of this course. Lab and clinical dates are mandatory. Please make sure that you have taken this time off from work, making sure that you have babysitters. Again, kids are not allowed, so please keep that in mind, okay? The attendance policy is in the syllabus. Remember that this class is made up to meet the needs that the Wyoming State Board of Nursing requires our course to have, and it's 80 hours for the actual whole class. So it's not us trying to push you through and make sure that everything's just turned in, but we have to have it done to meet the requirements for the State Board of Nursing. This is the grade scale for our course. Again, this is in the syllabus, so you can read it and kind of see where the breakdown is. But 92 to 100 is an A, 84 to a 91 is a B, 75 to 83 is a C. Passing is 75% or better. We do not round up, so please keep that in mind. If you get a 74.9, you do fail the class. Okay. The quizzes need to pass with a 75. Your tests need to pass with a 75 or better. They're two different scores. All tests or all modules have to be completed to pass the course. And that just goes over it again, that you will not be able to participate in lab and clinical if you fall below that 75%. Other policies, please keep in mind that we want to be respectful of the learning environment when posting on Blackboard or sitting in lab and clinical. Be respectful. Keep your distractions to a minimal. Cell phone usage is not permitted during class. Children, not permitted during class. Please keep in mind that if you need anything for your own learning, to talk to your instructor before the start of lab, so we can make sure that it is distraction free. Cell phones, again, are not allowed in the lab, clinical, especially 100% in the clinical setting. So please keep in mind, we will have you keep your cell phone in your car. So if you have children, please give them the instructor's number to get a hold of you. The late policy, this is very strict. We do mandate that all assignments are turned in on time, mainly because we have to stay up on grades, also because it is a very fast course. Please keep in mind this is also in the syllabus, so you can take a look at it. Use the checklists and calendars that are built into the course on Blackboard. Download, do whatever helps you stay organized and on top of your due dates. How to log into Blackboard. If you haven't watched the other video already, you're going to do www.westernwyoming.edu. You're then going to click on My WWCC. Then you're going to click on My Western. Fill in your login information. Then when you're in there, play around. Everything has really good areas, so please click around. However, this button right here is your Blackboard button, which will take you to the course. This button right here is your email. That is super duper important because I try really hard to make sure that you get your emails this way, and I communicate a lot of information to you via email. After you're in, you will then click on your class. This is just an example. Yours will just say Nurse Assistant and probably Summer 2017. On this side is a lot of helpful buttons, so please play around on that as well. Once you're in the shell, we call it a shell, please play around, click on all the buttons. Each tab has information that will be helpful for you to succeed in this class. Health Center is a different login, so please bookmark this. There's another little video to walk you through. This is just a brief overview, but you're going to do https and then learn.aeseducation.com. Bookmark this, please, because this is not built into Blackboard. You need to make sure that you have access to this at all times. There's a specific code for your class. Please check your email and or read your announcements for this. After you do that, you're going to go right here and enter that code and hit continue. Then it'll walk you through. Ignore that code. That is just an example, but for the example you would type in X5QX9, hit continue, and then follow the instructions. Okay, then the next time you go there, you don't have to do that enrollment code again. All you need to do is type in your email and your password, then hit continue. So remember, this is just an example, okay? It's not your course code. Look at the announcements and your email for your course code. This just walks it through again. You would type in your email on the second time and your password, okay? The first time you do the course enrollment, the second time you don't, you do this. Okay, once you click in there, you're going to see a bunch of modules. Each module has stuff built in. If you notice, it will say how many assignments need to be completed. You need to make sure that 7 out of 7, 5 out of 5, 6 out of 6. If you're not meeting that, then you're missing something, okay? If you have any questions, please contact your instructor. You do not want to miss turning in an assignment because it's a huge deduction, okay? Your module will start the same day as class and due on that Sunday. And please check your due dates because not all the classes are due on Sunday. Okay. Once you click into the class, this is just module 1 example. These are all the sub modules that you have to complete. One nice thing is if you do like to complete worksheets, it helps you memorize information. You will get extra credit for doing this. So you would just click on Open Electronic Worksheet. Pops up a worksheet, and you can complete these as you go through the submodules. At the end of each module, there's a test, okay? That's what you're going to be graded on. All of those tests, or there's 10 of them, will be 75% or better for you to pass. Again, print the calendar, use the checklist. Please check your email and read the announcements. Even though a lot of it's through our health center, we really do communicate a lot with you still with Blackboard and email. This is just a quick overview for your CNA certification at the very, very end, just so you can start preparing. There's more information on Blackboard as well, but just keep in mind there's 2 applications that you will complete. I will walk you through it a little bit more during lab. The state will require 120 to 125 depending on which source you're paying with, and the Pearson VUE, that is who does the testing, will be 98, totaling you to $218 at the end of this course to become a CNA. Contact your instructor ASAP if you have any problems, questions. Even if you have a conflict in scheduling, we might be able to help with that solution, or with that situation, and help with a solution in that. However, we don't know unless you contact us, and that's a might, so please keep that in mind. Give us some time to respond. We all work full-time somewhere else. If we can't get to the phone or email right away, just understand that we will get to you. Give us 24 hours. If we do not respond, and if it's super duper important, please contact the CNA coordinator, who is Julie Levitt, at 371-2944, or contact the college and they'll get her for you. But give your instructor 24 hours to respond unless it's an emergency. If you have any questions at all, again, please contact us. Please come prepared and get started on that homework. I know there's homework waiting for you on Blackboard. Good luck and have a great afternoon, evening, day, weekend. Thanks so much.